If you are here just for the battles, check the timestamp in the description, that should take you to the beginning of them, but I'm going to explain what's going on. So this is Rando Roulette, and what that means is that I'm going to let RNG decide what my Pokemon team is. I'm going to choose none of it. I have compiled a list because in Regulation G, you are given one restricted, and then you can just have a collection of all the other Pokemon that are available, such as the Treasure of Ruin Pokemon, or other kind of pseudo-legendary, legendary-like Urshifu and Raging Bolt and all those good ones, right? So, two different lists. First, we're going to see what our restricted is. We're going to spin a wheel, whatever it lands on, that's what we have to choose. Then we're going to spin the other wheel 5 times to get our team. Whatever we get, that's going to be what our team is. And then I have to build that in Showdown and try to figure out how can I win. So really hope we get a good Pokemon, but if this goes well, maybe I might start transitioning some of the teams into the actual game, but I just kind of want to see how you guys are into this. So without me rambling anymore, let's start spinning them wheels. So as you can see, this is the wheel. To the right, we're going to have all of the names of the restricteds that you can have, and we're just going to go ahead and click to spin. We're going to see what we get. Now, I'm really hoping for a good one. Oh my God, are you serious? Literally, stop, please. Thank you. Literally my favorite legendary in Regulation G. This was meant to be. I won't be honest with you. So let's go see what is going to be our support Pokemon for Miraidon. Picking the support Pokemon, as you can see, a whole bunch of names, because I tried to add every single Pokemon that was available in the game. Also, hopefully this records well. It might kind of destroy a little bit, but as you can see, we have no idea what we're going to be getting. So what does it land on? Flapple. Okay. Interesting choice. I think we might be able to make it work. Let me remove it, because then we can't get duplicates, and I can always just re-copy paste. Okay, we are spinning again. As you can see, we also have no idea what's going on. So what are we going to choose? It looks blue, red, yellow. I don't know what the colors mean. Sawsbuck. Okay, Flapple and Sawsbuck. That's interesting choice, but hey, let's remove it. Let's go again. Honestly, hopefully we get something that is maybe support. Maybe Sawsbuck could be support. I honestly don't really know what Sawsbuck does because I've never used it. I like it. What? I mean, okay, Raging Bolt is good. I swear to God, this is not rigged. Raging Bolt is good. Kind of sucks because we already have Miraidon, but that's okay. It's a strong Pokemon. So double dragon and electric. So let's see what happens. Let's continue forward. Interesting team so far. What's going to be joining us? Please get some support. Cinccino. I mean, hey, at least it's not a type we've already got. Oh, no, we have Sawsbuck, so we already have normal. Okay, I mean, Cinccino I think could work. I think it has some support capabilities, so that should be fine. Maybe I will theory craft and see what happens, but so far it is very interesting what RNG is allowing for us. Let's take a look. What do we get? What do we get? Iron Crown. I swear to God, this is not rigged. Like, this should be one continuous video where I'm just clicking remove, other than the clip at the front because I was rambling about crap. That's one continuous. I swear this isn't rigged. Iron Crown actually has synergy with Miraidon pretty well. Like, it's not as good as Psychic Terrain being able to get set up, but it's still, we can get the boost going. That is an insane first 5 of Flapple, Sawsbuck, Raging Bolt, Cinccino, and Iron Crown. So I'm going to hop over to Showdown and try to figure out how can we fit these pieces together. So let's hop over. And we're going up against a Lunala team. So I don't want open team sheets. But what is our approach here, right? So definitely kind of looks a little trick roomy. I feel like they might want to set up. They probably would want to set up Trick Room more than they would want to set up Tailwind. I don't know what we want to do though, because I don't really have a way to deal with Lunala. Honestly, Cinccino's not bad for how we could deal with Lunala. Now, the question is, what are we going to see as a lead? Because we could very well see, you know, Farigiraf of Moongus to get up the, you know, the Trick Room guaranteed, and then a Moongus, you know, could have a red card swap out. So I almost like the idea of going with Miraidon Iron Crown just to put out a lot of pressure. I think Cinccino could be pretty good in regards to dealing with the Lunala, just because we can do the multi-hit, right? And hopefully, you know, with Miraidon, I might be able to try and deny. And then for the final Pokemon, ooh, I have no idea. Honestly, when in doubt, go with the better Pokemon. Let's try Raging Bolt. So this could be a huge mistake. But yeah, we see the Farigiraf. Could be like a Quash, could be a kind of a redirection. So I say let's Volt Switch. And let's go with a, we could go with it like a Tachyon Cutter into the Farigiraf. Goes for the Light Screen. Okay, so I probably should have Terra. Oh, we get a crit though? Oh, that's a huge crit. Wow, we got lucky with that. Let's go into the Cinccino to see what he might bring out next, right? Also, that could force Sableye into using the Reflect if it has it. But that crit literally made it to where it's much better for us. So I'm not going to worry as much about going for the Terra Ghost because I don't want to get hit with the super effective Ghost move, right? So we're going to go, we could just kind of see what he wants to go for. I almost like the idea though. Should we go for Bullet Seed that has 100% accuracy? Yeah, let's go for the Bullet Seed into the Lunala to see what it goes for. And then maybe we could go into Raging Bolt. And that might allow us to kind of get some Snarls off. I like that. Okay, so it goes for the Reflect. Let's see what this Bullet Seed does. Bullet Seed doesn't do too much, but we are able to get a nice little hit. Raging Bolt takes that super well. And so I can kind of just Bullet Seed because I want to take that down. And then I feel like we should just Snarl, right? Like, Snarl seems pretty safe here. Goes into Toxtricity. We get the, you know, we're going for Bullet Seeds. It's slowly ticking down Lunala. If it is... Oh, Meteor Beam could be kind of scary. Oh, we still take that super well. And and it's not weakness policy because we know that it is the Power Herb variant. So we are going first. Now, this Toxtricity could go first before us now. So I almost like the idea of going for like a Thunderclap and, you know, like do Bullet Seed again, Thunderclap. Now, it could go for Protect. But that is not a Protect, and that's Lunala down, right? Minccino kind of doing some work. Oh, it would have been great if we got off the, if we did Terra Ghost, but we didn't. But what we can do here, right, you know, so now we have Cork Drive, our speed is heightened. I can just click Discharge, Terra Ground, and start just going for nukes. Now, the question is, do I want to go for Psychic or for a Tachyon Cutter? Honestly, let's go for Tachyon Cutter just in case there's redirection. Okay, it goes for the Fake Out. That's fine. Because we know we get the discharges off. Oh, it doesn't. We do. Oh my God. RNG literally won us this battle. Literally, it won us this battle. RNG getting the crit from Tachyon Cutter early on to get the early knockout. That is insane. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Going through that match, completely running it down because it's fresh in our mind, we played that pretty freaking well. Can I be honest with you? The only thing we probably could have done better maybe was going for Terra Ghost, but the double knockout allowed us to swap into Miraidon and into the Iron Crown at the same time, allowing us to get the speed, forcing Sableye to kind of go for a Fake Out into something, but getting the Paralysis and then the fully Para. That's insane. This team should not work. Of course, we weren't able to show Sawsbuck or Flapple, so I think we're going to go for a second battle, but that's exciting. Hopefully, RNG kind of stays with blessing us, but that's insane that this kind of worked out to the way it worked out. Honestly, the synergies pulled through, and Cinccino absolutely pulled its weight, taken down. I think it did like 20 to 30% damage to the freaking Lunala every turn, even through the light screens and the reflects. Like, Cinccino was absolutely goated this run. So we're gonna go into another battle because we got really lucky that time. But I'm going to Protect, and we're gonna go for a Volt Switch into the Tornadus because I doubt it's Terra Ground. It's going to be faster. It has Play Rough. Okay, we're dumb. we have that big dumb. I really like the idea of going for the Terra Ground onto the Iron Crown. Now, we could also see a Draco Meteor, though, right? That's what's kind of scary, is we could see the Draco Meteor. So if I go for the Terra Electric, I could just go for the Terra Electric Volt Switch into the Whimsicott. If he goes for the Draco, into my Miraidon. And then, you know, I could also go for a Calm Mind or Tachyon Cutter. Let's go for a Calm Mind, right? Because, oh, that was a good Protect call. But we are Terra Electric. Let's see what you go for. Goes for the Volt Switch. Wow. Let's take a look. Shadow Rider Calyrex with all the... Wait, that's a 5 Pokemon team. We're going to lose to a 5 Pokemon team. It's all the genies with Shadow Rider. Beat us. And it does. They do beat us. Shadow Rider Calyrex with a pretty normal team. I kind of do like Sawsbuck here because I do like it in the sense of, you know, we can't get Astral Barraged, and it is a counter a bit to the Rillaboom with Sap Sipper. I have no clue what we want to do here, right? So I say let's go with Miraidon. We could just see, though, a Incineroar Calyrex lead, right? We could just kind of see that lead. So I almost, what if we go with Miraidon Raging Bolt, right? Because this would allow us to Volt Switch and for us to go for a Electro Web, or sorry, a Snarl, which would lower the damage output, also deal some good damage. I think Sawsbuck is kind of good here, and honestly, I want to ride the Cinccino hype train. Probably should be doing, yeah. Oh, it's Incineroar Clefairy. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. So, if we get faked out, right? I kind of like the idea of, let's go for a Volt Switch. Honestly, I like a Volt Switch to the Clefairy, and I think that, you know, it could be a parting shot as well. So let's actually go for a Volt Switch into the Incineroar and go for a Snarl, right? Because we could almost see a parting shot into... Because he's like, oh, well, I could fake out. I'm going to push fake out. No, it goes for the Follow Me. That's okay. You know, that we forced that. Let's go into the Sawsbuck. Because, you know, Sawsbuck is interesting. We do a little bit of damage to Clefairy. Maybe it's a parting shot from this Incineroar. It is a parting shot into the Raging Bolt. That's some strong damage into the Clefairy, though, right? That's some very strong damage in the sense that now you're not free to just go for whatever you want to do. Also, Sawsbuck allows us to pivot the Raging Bolt out, right? You know, because you can't just go, you know, that's probably going to see a Calm Mind. So I almost like the idea of going for a Play Rough with the Sawsbuck into the Clefairy and swapping into the Cinccino. The reason I like this is because I want to get rid of the Clefairy. I don't want Calyrex to have this friend guard next to it just keeping it alive. So that's why we're going to hard swap. It goes for the Protect. That is very unfortunate, but we are fine this turn, right? Because that's why I wanted to swap into the Cinccino, because of Astral Barrage, right? Now, what we can do, though, is I can go... I don't necessarily want to go... You know, that's the thing, is I should always force it to go into... Just always force the Follow Me. I think is the smart... You know, that's the smart thing to do. It goes for a Helping Hand. Goes for the Draining Kiss. Cinccino survives. Interesting that goes, you know, for the Helping Hand. That's a little unfortunate, but oh, we do get the hit with the Play Rough, which is cool. Let's go for the Play Rough into the Clefairy, and let's go, unless I want to do the Play Rough into the Calyrex. No, because I really want to get rid of this Clefairy, right? I really want to get rid of the Clefairy. Let's protect Cinccino. We survive from there. We get the Play Rough off, so now you no longer have the ability to go for, you know, that Friend Guard. Now you do have the lower, you know, the lower attack. That is unfortunate, right? That's very unfortunate. But we could force the Fake Out, right? Like, we could force the Fake Out into the Sawsbuck, and it could be a Draining Kiss into the Cinccino. If we know that it's going to do that, I could almost just go for my own... I could read that hardcore and bring out, like, Raging Bolt and, you know, go, you know, just for an attack, because Cinccino's kind of done at this point, right? Cinccino's done. I could also go for the double Protect, but let's try to get the Rock Blast off. I'm going to read that it's going to be a Fake Out into that slot, Draining Kiss there. we read that. That's cool. You know, it did heal a bit, which is unfortunate. Oh, we did also give it the Grimnay boost, which is not great. Let's go into Sawsbuck. Because of the, I'd say let's go for the Snarl and the Terra Fairy, right? And then I can also go for a Sunny Day to get, we might see the Incineroar go for a parting shot into the Raging Bolt, but we won't be able to get big Draining Kiss. We still get quite big Draining Kiss off, but, at least we can get the Snarls off, start dropping that special attack from the Calyrex. It has a clear Amulet? Oh. Oh, that's really cool. That's really, really cool. So let's go for the Thunderclap. And let's go for the Helping Hand Thunderclap, maybe? Why not? Let's see if we can get it off. The crit saved us! Holy Lord! That was unbelievably huge. Unbelievably huge. Now, of course, we are staring down the Rillaboom. Honestly, the Rillaboom is the bigger of the two threats. I don't want to swap my Miraidon into anything, though. So, I almost like the idea. We should be faster. Let's go for a Draco. And, honestly, we could go for a Protect. Which would allow us to... Okay, so he kind of read into that a little bit. We are still faster, though. He didn't go... Okay. Honestly, I think I'm okay with the way that it turned out. I think I am okay with the way that turn turned out. We could go for a Thunderclap because it seems like Incineroar has nothing else. And let's just go for Helping Hands, right? You could go for the knockoff into the Sawsbuck. This Sawsbuck's not really going for anything that is aggressive, right? It's leftovers, but it seems like we are free to go. This should be fine as long as we keep Thunderclapping, going for Helping Hands. I think that, we're fine there. Maybe we could have gone for a nice swap. But, and we could always go for a swap here, but he will, once Grassy Terrain's over, won't have any way to recover. And Miraidon's going to be faster. I can go for an Electro Drift, and so I think that this is playing it safe, right? We're not swapping into anything that could be a crit knockoff that could really cause us issues. And I think it's a battle of attrition until we get the win, or until we get a crit, because we've been very lucky with crits. 6%, so Sawsbuck goes down. That's a-okay, because we get one last turn of heals. And then we bring out the Miraidon with the Hadron Idjin. We're able to go for the Thunderclap, and I go for the Electro Drift. I don't think there's anything that this Incineroar can do, right? Goes for the Fake Out, but it can only be on the first turn. That's, that's fine. It allows my Miraidon to get the knockout and gets us our second win. This team is terrible. There's some redeeming qualities to it. We got very lucky with our restricted. We got very lucky getting Iron Crown and Raging Bolt. Honestly, the Sawsbuck, I think the Sawsbuck Cinccino really showed that it's a strong contender against Calyrex, right? Like, we swapping in the Cinccino on that turn, free, the Astral Barrage did nothing. It was free. It was awesome. Sure, we didn't capitalize on it because we did a play rough into a protecting Clefairy, but that's still, it still shows that, hey, this can kind of work. But that's a second win, which, that's 2 wins for this. I am okay right there. So I appreciate you so much for watching to this point. If you have gotten to this point, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoyed this, if you want to see more of this, if you have ideas or how you would build this team. What would you do with this? I am not the best team builder, but come on, what is this team? But thank you so much for watching. Again, I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.